What's up, guys? You're watching DIY Dozier, and on today's episode we're going to be installing an LED light kit on a 2019 Harley-Davidson Street Glide. Stick around, I'll show you the tools that are required and how to get the job done. This is your generic LED strip light kit for a motorcycle. It was purchased off of Amazon for around 60 bucks. The brand here says Ambother or Other. There's several different brands of the same exact kit online. It just depends on which one you want to pick it up from and how much you want to pay for it. So anyway, let's get this thing unboxed, look at what we have, and see how we get it installed. Here is our 2019 Harley-Davidson Street Glide. I have already removed the saddlebags and the side covers. I just did a stereo upgrade on this motorcycle, and I also did a hidden antenna on it. And because I had the bike already stripped, I figured I would just go ahead and put these lights in before I put the battery tray and all that stuff back in here, or the cover. So as you can see, I just have this stuff sitting in here. I will show you how to remove this. I will throw the clip in there, the video clip of how that is removed here in just a minute. You can see how that comes out to put your wires in. Anyway, moving on. So first thing up, I need to remove the seat to gain access to the battery, and then we will start our terminal connections. To remove this particular seat, there is only a Phillips head screw right down here. I'll remove that, and then the seat will, the back will lift up, and the nose will actually slide backwards and out from the retaining clip in there. Now with our seat completely removed, to gain access to the battery, all we need to do is just remove a couple things. This little piece right here just pops out with these little snap tabs on the side. So if you just use your thumb, pop it out, it comes up just like that, loose. Move that aside. This little piece right here just slides out. There's a tab on the bottom that it fits into this little groove right here. These two just pop up. Got a little, there we go. See this little fastener there. Same thing on this side here. Actually, they have a zip tie on this bike that I'm not used to seeing right here. I'm going to cut that off real quick. Bye-bye. And then we'll pull this up. There's that. Just pops out of that hole. Now we got those out of the way. Back in here, slide that out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and remove this side cover and the side cover, and also the bags to get the side covers off, because I'm going to drape this on the side and I don't want it to scratch the paint. So let's do that real quick. Alright, so again, I'm just going to pull this back here to the side, let it hang out. Same thing with that. Pull that off to the side. Get this out of here. There we go. Now, and to get our battery cover out of here, we're going to be using a half-inch socket. Get these two off there, get that cover off. And then we're just going to come down in here. Well, that'll work. You can just unplug it. It's a dummy plug anyway. Unplug that. We're going to slide our tray forward to clear that little silver tab down there. Forward and up. There you go. See how it comes off that tab? So there's that. Go put this away. So with this kit completely pulled out of the box, looks like we have two short strips. Like they're about 5 inches long. We've got 4 longer strips that are about 10 inches long, and then we have 2 long strips that look like they're about 14 inches long. We also have a remote right there, a keychain remote. There's a spade connector for positive and negative, There's your control box. I have some extra extension wire there. There's 4 extended cables to reach the long places, and our connecting long harness here. And this is Mr. Jake. So Jake decided he was going to help me out today. So I'm going to place these out here on the floor around where I'm going to be putting them on the motorcycle, and we can take a look at how this is going to go. I've got all my wires configured the way I want them mounted. I'm going to have one strip right here off the bottom of this bar on both sides. There on that side. One this bar also down there. I'm going to have one underneath the gas tank. It's going to be right up underneath here, facing down onto the motor. There's one strip there. Same thing on the other side. I've got a strip right here I'm going to put on the frame going up behind the motor over the top. And then if we go to the other side, I have another one right here. Same thing on the frame going up over the top of the motor. There's the other light going underneath the gas tank. I'm going to stick a light right here on the front of this frame, firing back at the chrome oil filter here. It should reflect off nicely, have some light up there. And I'm going to put one more light here in between the forks, firing down onto the fender here. It typically looks pretty good whenever you have it reflecting off that paint and back at the motor and all that. So that is using all the lights that are in this kit. I'm going to go ahead and start prepping surfaces and get ready to run my wires. I'm going to have the control box down inside the battery box tray area. Actually, I could put it right here beside the battery. That would work nicely if I could stick it right in this blank spot here and put the side cover on. I think that would be a better idea. Stick it back in here. So let's do that. I'm going to prep all the surfaces. When you see me prepping it, I'm going to be using Windex and a microfiber cloth to clean all the surfaces before I mount the lights. So let's go ahead and get started with that, and I will roll the other camera. I have all my lights placed strategically where I want them. As you can see in the reflection of the exhaust, you can see the LED strip on the bottom side of this black bar. I think it'll give us a good reflection off and down the ground and out. Anyway, so yeah, that one's underneath the bar there. We got one running straight across right here, running straight across the frame to the other side, and then one in the middle there going straight up the frame to the top of the motor. We got one here underneath the gas tank. We got one, let me get down to it, one back there on the back side of the frame, right inside there, one underneath the fork. Under there. Again, under the gas tank, up under there. See that one inside the frame back in there. And this is from the other side. Looking at the frame, the LED lights back there. And there's our other strip underneath that bar there. I'm going to go ahead and straighten up the wires. Use some zip ties, make sure everything's out of the way of moving parts, out of the line of sight, and out of the way of heat. So I'm going to rattle these wires real quick. To the right side of the bike, I am going to bring them into this little box area right in there. So let's get that. To this general area right here. There's only one that doesn't reach. It's right there after adding all the pigtail extensions and all that. I have this this big harness here. It's going to connect to all the individual LED lights, and then this will go to the control box, which is tied into the battery. So we will get to the battery in just a moment. I'm going to connect that harness there first, and then we'll get to the battery. Alright, I've got everything connected. Positive, negative on the battery. Box is plugged in. Plugged into the harness. Let's give this thing a trial run here. On. Those are shining down there. We got them up in the back. Those are on. Underneath the gas tank is on. Under the fender. Those are up on there. And behind the frame. I got two helpers today. This is Mr. River. Hello. Alright, let's get these wires buttoned up here. I'm going to use some zip ties, clean these up a little bit, pull them all up inside this hole, back inside there, and show you what that looks like. Here is our wiring all cleaned up back in the side of the motorcycle there. Our side cover will hide all of that. And everything all installed back the way it was from the factory. Gas tank back secure. And we are pretty much good to go. I'm going to put the air cleaner cover back on there. Put the bags and the seat back on and call it a day. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If it helps you out in any way, be sure to click that like button and also hit subscribe so you can be notified on future content being released. I want to thank you for watching the video. Share the knowledge, share the passion, and share the skill. Do it yourself.